And your mama still a bitch ass hoe.
Oh.
And we are live like 10 to 5.
For the first episode, the Podcast.
On it. Pull up.
It's been a long time in the making.
You already know.
Ricky C
Up
in
to
the building.
Sky up here. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
You did.
Yeah, man.
We official.
Yeah.
We out here.
Well, it's been about a good year or so.
Yeah, in the making.
Yeah.
In the making. I would say it's been a wild ride.
Wild journey.
Full of ups and downs and twists and turns, to say the least. But we here. So, hey, you know, what can we say? Today is a good day.
12/22. You already know.
That was the 22nd.
It is. It is. A man over here with the Cohiba, robust.
The official winter solstice. Thank you very much.
Like always. Open like always. You know how it go. Chris, what's up with you? What you been on, man?
Not much, man. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? Had to make sure I had the sweater for the show today. So,
Man, I'm digging it. How long it take you? How long it take you to get it? To receive?
a couple days. Amazon. You know,
straight
they
up.
they got the free fucking 2-day delivery from now until like Christmas Eve and shit. But I got Prime, so
Right on.
Word.
Prime is the deal.
yeah.
Prime is, they don't pay taxes neither, so
Hey, they gonna have to pay me for that plug.
Ah.
they should at least drop off that bag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You know,
We
promo for
appreciate
them
that.
boys, man.
I've been a loyal customer for 6 straight years, by the way.
I don't know if I had them that long.
Man, I had Prime back when it was back in college when that shit was like $99 for the year. I've been doing
Damn.
that.
$99.
Yeah. That's how long I done had that shit.
What, it's like 140 now? Something
Yeah,
like that?
something like that. So that's how long I done had that shit. When
Damn.
It used to be $99. Sure did.
Damn.
But
Yeah, it don't even seem like it's been around like that long.
it's definitely been around. It's definitely been around. But speaking of been around, man, some artists and a few things finna come back around, man. I know you seen in the media that boy, what's his name? Takashi.
To snitchy?
To Kaka.
That motherfucking
whatever you
mind.
want to call him, you know.
Snitching. Left and right. Flipping.
Mr. Don't Tell Something.
On everybody.
101.
Man.
God damn.
Like, if Jeezy was, you know, Mr. TM 101, he is Mr. Snitch 101. He the opposite of Mr. Big. He Mr. Little.
I still don't understand what this movement is of the whole snitch is okay. I didn't get that memo.
Yeah.
I didn't get that email. I was not notified at all.
I mean,
about
this is really...
So,
I don't understand.
So this the only disclaimer I like to make to people, because a lot of people be getting it twisted. Snitching is only snitching when you're in the streets. You can't be a snitch if you're in the civilian world, because you don't actually do street things. If you work a 9 to 5 and you get off and somebody robs somebody and you call the police, you're not snitching. You just a civilian. More so over that person
being a
could
good
be
Samaritan,
robbing
you know
you.
what I'm saying?
But if you out there in the street world, then those rules don't apply, because that's the opposite. It means you're not with the police. You're not with cooperating with any authorities. So to go a step further, I don't condone snitching, but I also don't understand how all these cats be going to jail so willingly. Like, if I'm a gangster and you out here looking for me, I'm not finna go sit down and do 55 years. Is you out of your mind?
Nobody wants to do 55 years though.
Like, the police come, you gotta come to my door and get me, bro. You better hope you make it home.
Right?
That's what you better do before you just decide to just go serve this warrant that you think you finna serve. But in all seriousness, I just don't understand it either way. But back to the snitching piece. Yeah, you know, if you quote unquote in the streets, yeah, you can't do that. But
I mean, we gonna find out like
Oh, very
if
soon.
snitching
Very soon.
is passable when he get out, because he gonna be really the first example that we got. Like everybody like, oh, snitching is acceptable, but nobody's really
there's-
had.
That's in the public eye. Well, and even in the public eye in some other countries that people be snitching, there's other things that happen, you know. So, but in this America that we're in, it's a lot different. Things are a lot different. Things is applied differently here for some reason. Things get looked at and not always frowned upon.
Yeah, but I mean, just like he did what he did to make a name for himself, like somebody gonna want to make a name for themselves, and
Correct.
I don't think
Correct.
that they gonna let him slide that easy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
well, I feel like none of that's really gonna happen, and here's why. So, in doing my little research, for the podcast or whatever, one of the things I found out, I don't know if it's just the past year, but for sure the past year, over the past year, nobody had more streams than Takashi 6ix9ine, or I think it was XXX Extension. And he really did sign a $10 million deal before he even got sentenced. So when he get out, on top of him being a multimillionaire, because unlike all the street people that go to jail, like Big Meech and stuff, he didn't go to jail for a crime that requires him to have his assets stripped. So when he get out of jail, he's literally gonna have every platinum plaque, royalty, every platinum song, everything that came with the promo from going to jail. As we know, jail is the second biggest promoter. The only one bigger than jail is death. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as getting your name out there. But so he get all that money. So when he come out and tell how much money he actually gonna have in the first place,
Yeah.
before we start talking about the $10 million deal, we might be talking about a $30 million, $40 million player. Well, at that level, even if you do want problems, it's hard because it take money to go to war, and security gonna be vast. And
yeah, he gonna have like he gonna be under monitored. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 24/7. Yeah, that's
When he get out, but
on top of having probably some of the world's best security, it's gonna be hard to get to him. So he might come back on the same angle. I've been thinking about it, like what would it be like when he came back? Well, now what's different about when he went in to now? Nothing. He was the most hated when he went in for whatever reason, and when he come out, he gonna be the most hated.
Yep.
What's different?
Nothing. Like you said.
Now he gonna just be the snitch, and it's like, shut up, stupid. You know what I mean? I did all of that, and I'm still out here. I'm still getting paper. And the only thing that will stop that is society. And as you've seen, we shown the propensity to not give a fuck about much.
yeah,
Of anything. Morals, shit to stand on, motherfucker don't live by none of that no more.
Right.
So, to say, again, snitching is not something for a regular person, that's true. But everybody, even at the bare minimum, got the don't tattle code from their moms and dads. So, even a regular person can have a little bit of disgust for somebody that snitched on people that he was sending to go do shit that probably wouldn't have even done it had he not had the influence and money that he throwing around. Because he talking about $30,000 for you to go ride on some cat, and you some hungry dude that was just about to rob
they're willing to do whatever
some
they
old
need
lady
to do.
in the first place, and now you get looking at a 30 pack to go do some shit you would have done for way less than $30,000.
Yeah.
For way less. Sometimes even free.
Yeah. Depending on who it is, you
Depending
know what
on
I'm
who it
saying?
is. You
might
might
know
have did it,
something
yeah.
too, though.
Depending on who it is, if it's your man or if you in some beef with him, you might do it for free. Even if, you know what I mean, on the muscle. Either way, it is, you know what I mean? But you saying you got 30,000 for this body. 30K right now. And you know he good for it. Know he'll get it to you right now. No question. It's in your hand. And then you go tell it that you did that. That don't even, like, that's the part that, like, blow my mind. It's like, I wouldn't even been in a world to have that opportunity for me to be going to jail for this.
Yeah.
Had it not been for you. And you're free.
Correct.
So, to sum up my part of the part on this Takashi situation, it all goes back to me. I really think that boy was like a plant. I'm just being real.
He had to be.
Because it just don't make no sense how everybody, like, I don't give a fuck who you snitched on. Like, the only other person that did some shit like that and then, like, really got off was Sammy the Bull Gravano back when he was snitching on, like, John Gotti and shit. So we talking about mafia bosses that's controlling billion-dollar empires and shit. And that boy had 19 bodies. So, you see what I'm saying? Like, with the people we talking about, they not even worth that type of flack. I just think it was just an easy plant. Work for hire, put him in there. You know what I mean? Once he in there, he do his thing. Then you arrest him. You know, for to go along with the whole cover of it, man. But he shouldn't be able to do nothing. Like, I mean, he got the money already, so he can go retire and go do some other shit. But
Yeah.
I could not literally see him being able to work with nobody just because if it was me, I can't be in the studio with you just out of the muscle.
Yeah. He's not gonna be able to work with the people that he think that he gonna be able to work
Right,
with. when he
because
get
now
out.
here we go again. When you are associating yourself with that individual, now are you tied with that type of character?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
Or
that.
or that persona?
Going back to what y'all were talking about with the hit him up. I just don't want to be around him when he get lit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the
Forget
studio
all the
is
stupid-
one
yeah.
of the main places where rappers get fucked up at.
Forget all of what public perception gonna be. If somebody really do want to eat his food, and they got very good reason to want to eat his food, I want to be around when that table gets set.
Yeah.
Cause we very much so know that that shit has the ability to get real wicked real quick, and it ain't nothing to ride on somebody, you know.
You don't want to be the innocent nigga that's saying that.
And you just hit just cause ain't nobody about to wait and check your ID to see if you validated with 6ix9ine or not.
Or somebody could just come up to you and be like, "Here's 5,000. Walk away, please."
Nah, they ain't gonna do that. More than likely. I mean, don't get me wrong. That would be
You
a
at
dope.
the door and somebody came up to
That's
you.
a
and was
dope
"Here's
suggestion.
$10,000."
That's only if that would only be a scenario where you be like a guard keeper or somebody that will potentially report. Like if you and him was out right now, and I don't know neither one of y'all, and I want him, and you with him, shit. You
Yeah,
must be
right,
with
right.
whatever
He's a
he
bystander.
with.
Yeah, I understand. He gonna get
Already
it too.
taking one nigga out.
Right,
You
might
must
as
be
well,
with
there's no
whatever he
witnesses.
with.
It's the same
Right.
shit regardless.
Right.
And if you wouldn't, come to find out you just work on laptops.
So be it.
You walking around with the wrong nigga.
Wrong time.
That's the only thing nigga think. Nigga feel bad about it,
Yeah,
but
my
they ain't
bad,
gonna
bro.
lose no sleep.
My bad, bro.
Don't get me wrong, they ain't just straight up
Shouldn't been
monsters.
able to
Yeah, they'll feel bad about it. They'll talk about it. They'll feel bad about it.
for a split 2nd. Yeah. Business is business. Let me
And
get
they
that money.
gonna get right back to the block,
Right.
just like normal. It's nothing.
It's gonna be real entertaining, man. Like,
So
see how
what we
it
just
actually
heard
goes
about
down.
this Bobby Shmurda getting out. Now, bet me money they're gonna be playing off each other. That's gonna be a whole media thing where it comes to playing off of. Well, this one did this and this one did this. Battles and verses.
It's gonna be like wrestling.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We got the villain and in the
Battle for the King of New York.
right.
And that's my point. I don't want to see him out because he put too many people back in that scenario. Like even that like situation there is like how you get yourself to not be associated with him because they already done started doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bobby Shmurda ain't got shit to do with Takashi 6ix9ine. Yeah. Never been able to make no song with him. Never been able to. You know what I mean? None of that shit. Never bumped hands with them. They would have never crossed paths, touched nothing, and none of that shit. But because they both had a situation where both their crews went to jail, and both of them chose the opposite path, somehow it's time to start associating them with each other in the media. That's to already create that fire and ice bubble.
Right.
And they finna get out around the same time. Mm-hmm. And Shmurda's still young. People don't understand. Shmurda 25. I mean, Shmurda went to jail when he was like 18, bro. Cause Shmurda just 25, bro. Like he'll be 26 probably when he get out. Like he's still young as hell. So he still got a very good fan base and a very good chance to pick up because he ain't even coming out as the older rapper. You know what I mean? Like he's still a young cat. Like 26 ain't. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You still out there, like you still in that crowd. You know what I mean? You ain't even in the other way. You still can come out and whatever.
Yep. It ain't like when Boosie got out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Boosie got out and when he went to jail, it was young Boosie. It was thought why. When he got out, he like 34. Like he a whole different type of person. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. But because of that transition, like you skipped the whole. A lot of your fan base and the newer generation, they can't really pick up on it. Like with Shmurda, he's just young enough to have the fan base people like us, but then also be able to be a new artist because he just coming out. He just got a lot of promo, so he just got to drop a hot song.
Okay, well, let me ask you this one question, right?
And he already verified streetwise, so they gonna give him a chance anyway. Regardless.
You have these two individuals, right? And they obviously gotta have some kind of intelligence for them to get to the status that they're at, correct? Okay.
Hey, why don't we just smoke one apiece and not pass?
That's fine too.
That way you ain't gonna look like just thought about it.
I hear him. Loud and clear. I got you. So you stay over there. You stay there. I stay here.
Light one up.
Right.
Problem solved. But what was we saying? Oh,
I was asking. Okay, so you got these two individuals, right? They obviously gotta have some kind of intelligence to get to their status that they're at, correct?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
with that being said, what do you think their longevity is? What do you think their long-term game is?
So what?
What do you think their long-term game is?
For Shmurda? Or
Both individuals.
Well, for Takashi, it's gonna be trying to salvage anything of his public reputation. It's kind of like that group Milli Vanilli, you know. That's more of where Takashi.
That's a lot different because, like you said, he's gonna have a lot more money. His status when it comes to his records and stuff, that's still on the board, right?
Well, Milli Vanilli was.
That was just completely tarnished. They went to shit after that.
Yeah, but it was because they was frauds.
Correct.
Takashi's a fraud.
But yes,
Yeah,
but
it's not
you
the
still
same.
have a fan base that's still gonna buy your music.
Yeah, it's not even.
That's
not
the
same.
issue,
Because now
because-
you don't even have to buy the music. Like with them, if you didn't fuck with a nigga lip syncing back then, you had to go to the store to buy that shit. Now,
Sam Goody.
It's, I want to hear what this nigga talking about. If I click on it for 60 or 30 seconds, this nigga finna get paid, even though I don't really give a fuck about this shit.
Correct.
Right.
So
So
Like,
you still gonna have people
I can
that just gonna
guarantee
be
that
like,
it's gonna be enough people to be like, man, let me just check out this shit to see what it's talking about, and then it's the niggas
And most
along
people
with that's still supporting them to this day. Like,
Oh yeah, no. Let's see. We can see right now. Let me see. I'm just gonna look up on the Spotify, see what it say you got for monthly listeners.
cause with Smurder, like he might not be getting that many streams now, but once it's announced that it's getting close, like all the shit that he
Oh, it's
released
gonna go
before,
down. Right.
it's supposed to be like a nigga that died and his shit
Right.
supposed to go up,
Right.
and then he release a new shit like a first day out or some shit like that. Yeah, he back in the game.
right. Even if you don't fuck with Shmurda,
Yeah.
you hear that he's getting out.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Let's click. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, cause I think when he like first like went in, that was like the end of like niggas like you may be purchasing shit, but you had the option to stream. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like full on. Like I don't gotta go nowhere. Like I'm scrolling through the timeline and everybody talking about this shit, so I'm just gonna click on it once to see.
Most of the time, ain't no way talking about it. It's just an ad or something that's just planted there for you to click on it on purpose.
Right now, it says he has 11,449,578 monthly listeners, and this is just on Spotify. Monthly listeners mean on average. So, like,
An average of 11 million people.
yeah, when you say monthly listeners, like we're saying, like on average, about
11 million people.
Yeah,
So
they go through, listen to a couple
shit,
songs.
you go outside right now, somebody's probably listening to that.
So it's not counting how many streams, or if you're talking about streams, that's more like 522,000,000, 71,129, 371,454,320, 204,000,000, 599, 302,000, 208,000,000. Like that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like this boy numbers is
Off the charts.
off the charts. So talking about the bread that he's already banking,
Right.
that's actually like owed to him.
And it's still niggas that still don't know who he is, and they finding out about him. The more niggas talking about the case and shit.
Right.
So, but
Now, from a business view, though, right? So, say he has all this money, right? He can't work with no other artists, but then he goes basically quiet and start opening businesses left and right. Then you're dealing with him without you knowing that it's him.
Oh no, that was my point. He already has that type of money, and let's just put it in perspective. From a label perspective, streams don't pay the same thing as the album sales, but let's say total value of stream is 50 cents per stream, and the artists get a certain percentage, other people get percentages, and the Spotify XX and O. Well, that's 50 cents times 11 million monthly. If we're just talking about their average, when in real life, he get more listens than that on particular songs. Just on average, you're gonna average out about 11 million. So, because of that, when you go to talking about business wise, just off of that alone, he gonna keep getting offers for record deals. Like as a record label,
Yeah, 'cause
fuck
he's a
what.
moneymaker.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck what
He's constantly generating money. Boom, 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 boom.
People
boom.
think, fuck what people is saying. If he getting 11 million monthly listeners, then like.
And if, like you said, if he gets a deal, so that leads up to the company, right? So then what is the company going to do with his image? We got to flip this around. We're going to start doing all types of giveaways. We're going to start, giving money back to the community.
Right.
We're going to be doing all types of non-profit organization stuff so that
Charitable
my
stuff
image can be
to redeem his image.
correct.
And he go
And
on
then,
there.
and then within usually the typical person, within a month, things will be forgotten.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, it might be a little bit longer than a month,
except you
but,
except if you Vick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you.
Well, yeah, if you black, then it ain't never
Then
going away.
you always.
I seen a lady on Twitter. That's funny, you brought up Vick. I seen a lady on Twitter, man. I was on Twitter, and this lady, animal rights activist, So she posting about how she outraged about Vick, and so some account, I don't even think it was a black person. They just posted a 4 picture collage of hunters on different animals in Africa where they
Correct.
standing on top of them.
Correct.
Where it's
All
like,
white folk.
yeah, all white folk. They done shot a giraffe. They done shot a rhino. They done shot a lion.
Right.
Their exact words were, "I can't fight every battle." That's what she said today. I think I bookmarked it. I might have saved it. I could look and see. But yeah, that was what her words was. She just said, "I couldn't fight every battle." Michael, those hunters or something don't have influence on the youth or something like that. It was basically
Yes, they do, because they
Yes,
take
they-
their kids with
I
them.
was just about to
and
say they raise
it's
them
like family
motherfuckers.
fucking
Right.
vacations. nigga.
Right.
Like,
To go kill shit. Completely correct.
and especially like if you live like in a country area, you know what I'm saying? It's easier.
It's like a
for
rite
you
of
to go
passage.
out there and, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
shoot some deers down or some shit.
I
you know
shot
what I'm
my
saying? We going-
first deer
we
in
going
when
duck
I
hunting
was
and
7
shit like
years
that.
old. Motherfucker, really? Damn.
oh no, they
You're not killing it for survival or for, you know what I'm saying, for nourishment. You're just killing for fun and I need those antlers.
Yeah.
Damn, to put in your fucking house to hang up? That's not what it is.
And y'all niggas like dogs just because this is an animal that y'all done took out its shit and like made it a fucking
A domestic thing, exactly.
well, really, yeah. It's anything that the current majority population wants, as
It
far
just
as
depends on
their opinions and stuff.
right.
You know.
That was a long ass time ago though, bro. Like,
Oh no,
and that nigga wasn't even
super
the one
long.
fighting the dogs.
No, that was super long ago.
He wasn't even.
And
He was
no
actually
matter
one that wasn't even a
How
part of it.
heinous
Correct. It was somebody else.
It was
It's
just at his
just
crib.
dogs.
Right.
And I don't mean that in any light statement because I'm a very avid dog owner. I'm from Mississippi. That's what we primarily do. I'm saying that from a standpoint of if you're comparably speaking about things that go on and that are getting killed at a alarmingly high rate, you can look no further than black people in 2019, 17, 18, whatever year you want. So to be like publicly outraged to the point y'all actually signing petitions where y'all are congregating to like try to stop him from being a pro football captain when it's people like Colin Kaepernick that still
Correct.
ain't in the NFL and theirs was over. His issue was over police brutality, and then you say, oh well, he need to shut up. But now, since it's Mike Vick, oh you care. Now you got a whole bunch of emotion and a whole bunch of stuff that don't got nothing to do with football.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only reason why
And
they
that's
brought
the
Mike
reason
Vick
why-
up. That's
right.
the only reason why. Because it's another black person that was in the NFL that had a big controversy. That's all it is. But here we go again. How many other motherfuckers in the NFL got controversies of domestic violence, fucking drug problems? It's the same shit, but they don't get talked about.
Well, I wouldn't even just. That's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about it from that standpoint. I was just saying from the standpoint of Mike Vick being a pro football captain has nothing to do with nothing about dogs. It only has to do with football.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the reason why
yes,
he was selected
yes,
because of
you're
his
right.
performances on the football field, both
Right.
with the Atlanta Falcons and with the Philadelphia Eagles. But since it's not black people related and it's not about police brutality or something, then you can actually antagonize it and it actually gets traction or actually matters to the population. Like I said, again, to the point to where they're signing petitions and things.
Yeah, but shit, it's fucked up that y'all niggas signing a petition about dogs at the same time that niggas is passing laws that you could go out and kill hibernating bears, bro. Like,
Right.
Right.
This nigga finna be asleep for months, bro. You don't have to
But that's
fuck with this
because
nigga
people-
at all.
To be honest, most of those people are not even aware of those things.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of, I mean, think about it. There's a lot of things that I'm not aware, right, of just what's going on. I try to be the, best person that I'm trying to be, as everybody else, should. But there's a lot of things that I'm still not aware of.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I try to give it to those people to that point that if they just don't know. I just think that when it comes to certain things, that people fucking pick and choose what they wanna fight, and some of those things are really not necessary compared to the bigger picture. There's a lot of things that are wrong. Yes, dogfighting is, in my personal opinion, is wrong. You shouldn't be using any animal in that type of sense. But there's a lot more bigger things going on in the world that we need to take care of or talk about, or we need to bring to light. I mean, we got human trafficking, right? There was a list that was put out in November of 104 people. Tell me why majority of those 104 people were melanated people. Your own fucking people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they definitely are. No, it was it's more than that. As of last year, it was 64,000 missing black women.
I was talking about they did a sting, and it tied to 104 people, and they had everybody's fucking photo in the newspaper.
Oh, that they actually were
right. That was tied to to their sting that they did, and I was just like, how fucked up is that?
Yeah, I seen the other day like a fucking pastor from somewhere got arrested for being a part of that shit.
Right. It be shit that you don't even realize, or the people that you trust.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, it's like, what the fuck is going on? How fucked up are people really?
Oh no, people are the ultimate fucked up. Like it's human trafficking for multiple reasons. You got sex trafficking, you got drug trafficking,
fucking
you got
organs,
organ trafficking. There's so many reasons why they pull you, and that's what I'm always trying to tell to women, especially black women, but women in general, not just black women, because I'm not like with the whole divide shit, but I love to say specifically to black women, you gotta get some protection. It's a lot of different devices out here. If you really, 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 really think that you can't handle a gun, get you a stun gun or get you at the minimum some mace. They got batons and stuff, just something, because they got so many ways. They just walk up on you, really, and they can pull up with the van, snatch you real quick, put their hand over your mouth before you can yell. Once you're in the van, shit, van already made to be soundproof, so can't nobody hear you do shit. And these people do this shit. It's just like any other type of criminal enterprise. Like you seen how they had tunnels and shit for the the cartels that go and they going through all the way to the point that they done made submarines, and they got planes and all this. So it's the same thing.
Very creative.
They got trap doors in houses and stuff that you walk into, or they got rooms that you go into that don't got handles on the outside. On the doors. Once you go inside, it's just a door, and you can only get out if they let you out. Or so when you thinking you just drunk or whatever, then you just that shit is not just, it ain't that. It really ain't that that sweet out here. It really ain't, unfortunate. But the good news is, like I say, you can protect yourself. You can get yourself in order if you want to.
And a lot of it is just being aware of your surroundings. A lot of it just being aware. Be cautious.
Yeah.
Some people call it paranoia. I just call it being fucking on point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look over your fucking shoulder every 5 seconds if you need to, just in case.
Right. Because
motherfuckers do not give a fuck. And they'll catch you at your weakest moment. You thinking you safe in your car? Check your back seat before you get in that motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Yep. People at work, they be like, man, you don't ever have both headphones on. Like, even when I have, like, the ones that cover, like, have it cocked to the side. Like,
no. Always be aware. Always. You never know.
Well, they got these new headphones for you, just a suggestion, but they're in-ear headphones that have, like, a porthole in them, so you can hear and you can hear the speaker.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. Well, I was in Houston at this. I think it's at the Galleria. It's this tech store that's like specific in Houston. I think I can look it up if I try. Um, but they have basically every month they get a new shipment of new technology to check out, or new things that's like on the market. And I think it's real dope. Like you could buy 3D printers and everything in there. So yep.
Now, what were the prices looking like? Were they
Prices
reasonable?
were very decent. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check them hoes out then.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The wife and I, we were in the fucking Walmart the other day, right? Cruising through, checking out some shit. And I walked by the electronics. Of course, I'm a fucking sucker for the electronics. I stopped
That's what
by.
it's called. Beta Houston.
Beta Houston?
Beta in Houston.
All right.
Yep.
BTA.
Yep. And they got a website, of course. You can go on the website, and a lot of stuff be on the website, but just depending on what it is you want. That's where I seen them first. But they, like I said, they have different types of product on it every month, so they might not have that particular product up. But I actually seen them, like, and I tested them. They work like crazy. It's crazy how they work.
I gotta go back to Houston, bro. Like every time I go to the Galleria, and they always got something like thrown in that bitch. Like, man.
That, yo.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Yo, we went to Houston that one year. That shit, never again. The longest time I've ever been in a car.
Oh, man.
Waiting
Oh,
to
yeah.
get into the fucking
All-Star
Galleria,
Weekend.
and it never fucking happened.
All-Star Weekend,
Spent
bro.
our whole time in the fucking car. I was high as fuck, but I was in the fucking car the whole time. I was like, God damn it. I mean, couldn't do nothing about it. I mean, but yeah, never again.
I would go. They got the fucking lazy river on top of the Marriott, the fucking
What?
Texas. I gotta hit that hoe.
That sounds gangster than a motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's a bar up there too. So shit.
In the pool?
It's like in the
Or
middle.
just-
So I think like when you
So you can swim up to it?
Yeah.
Oh, that motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Well, I personally don't like going to Houston because it's so much traffic. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
That's the
care
only
what
thing
time.
that keep me away from that motherfucker.
The traffic in Houston
Yo.
will make you want to like shoot somebody. or something.
Okay, so I've been there a couple times when I was little. Traffic didn't seem very relevant to me at that time. I just know that it just took forever, right? But as an adult, I've been out there a couple of times, and being in the mix, you really, to me, you see it, but you really don't see it. When I really took a notice to it is when we took our trip to Galveston. When we had to go around that motherfucker,
Bro.
I was like, damn, this is that shit that everybody be talking about, but I really didn't understand until I really saw it. And I was like, damn.
Don't get me wrong, Houston is very dope because like Houston's so huge, like it's ridiculous. Like my man's got married out there, and that's why I can say so much traffic because we stayed in like the center of Houston, like on the main strip, nice hotel, and everything that we was doing is like on this street. So like when we go into restaurants, they're on this street, left, or you going right. But either way, they're on this street.
So
And
it's
it would
the
take
strip.
us, it would take like 20 minutes to go 3 miles. Or it would take 20
That's
minutes.
hold on. Oh, no. You walking or you driving?
No, driving.
Oh, damn. I was like, if you walking, that's some good time. But, yeah, driving, fuck that.
It take us 20 minutes to go 3 miles.
I can't.
And as either, I don't care which way we're going, we take a 20 minutes. I don't care what we doing, we take a 20 minutes every time. And we be going 3.4 miles, 4.1 miles, 3.9 miles, 3 miles. Like the fastest one was like maybe 15 minutes. And that's like on the same street. Like not having to really make turns. When we had to make turns, that shit was like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Like Houston is ridiculous. Like it's so many people in Houston. But that's what make it a dope city because like I say, when I'm standing up, we was on like the 35th floor or whatever. and we was on the balcony at the bachelor party, and you could like see both sides of Houston, like from where the hotel, how the hotel was set up. You could see like all around it, and like man, you could not see further than the lights in Houston. Like you can't see past the city. Like you can't. Like you would need to be up higher. Like you have to be like in
Damn.
space to see all of Houston. Like that bitch is huge.
What do y'all think about that gentleman that, sorry, excuse me, that fucking asshole, that fucking, that just got indicted?
The cop.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which cop?
The dude who shot the woman in Fort Worth.
No, I didn't hear about this.
I didn't know that she fucking was 28 years old either.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt me, even more so.
The one that was at the crib. And
the one
like
that
the neighbor
ate it.
called the cops
And
because
then
they
he
thought
just
somebody
shot through
broke
the
in.
window?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Got
definitely.
indicted for murder charges.
Yeah, they finally indicted somebody again. I'm still waiting to see what happened with this Joaquin. What's his name? Botham or
Who?
what's the name? John Botham or
Please educate me. I'm not familiar.
the one in that got shot in his house?
Oh yeah, the dude that was eating ice cream.
What's his name?
The
Botham.
Botham.
Right? Yeah, what was
The
his
Botham
first
Bolton.
name?
John. Yeah.
Bolton?
Botham John.
Botham John.
Yeah,
Correct. Right.
yeah. But yeah, I'm still just waiting to see what happened with that because you know she appealed that once they murked the main witness, and then lied and said that he was apparently a drug dealer, but apparently he wasn't a drug dealer on the trial during the trial, or I'm pretty sure prosecution would have brought that up. And it's funny how if he is a drug dealer, that they can do it, that they can deduce all of that type of investigative work that somebody drove 4 hours away and came to purchase XXO, and they had found money and all of this after the people apparently came to buy this and drove all these hours away. And I came to buy this. I popped the dude that had it, and then I'm gonna leave it and the money. It makes no sense. But
Yeah. And I mean, you know, lawyers, they try to do whatever they can to win a case anyway. So whenever it's like a witness that they could discredit, they gonna
They
probably
would
put a
definitely
private
discredit.
investigator on them or anything. Like
yeah,
if a
they
nigga
would
sold drugs, bro, like
they would have definitely discredited him. No question. That's what I'm saying. Like he wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been no ifs, ands, or
see that later.
buts about if he could testify.
Yeah, that is some interesting shit. It'll be because the appeal and then that shit going at the same time. Like they gonna have the heat on them.
Well, the key testimony is no longer there.
Yeah.
So the thing is, though, relieved to appeal, they would have to have some different evidence.
Yeah. And I don't really see where they gonna get that shit from, period. But
That's just ridiculous. I just don't understand it.
Well,
I'd be pissed off, like for real. Like I would like, in the moment I'd be thinking like, yeah, you gonna get yours, bitch, and then this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn.
well, I feel like all of this stuff they doing right now, that's just to really subdue political unrest. So what's happening right now in my eyes is because of social media, whether or not black people care to realize or not, we are becoming more socially conscious regardless, and we are becoming more black conscious because we're seeing more on a daily basis, like never before. Because what changed the dynamic, I think, in a lot of scenarios that has been impacting us is the fact that I was just going to say people didn't see
My
stuff.
apologies. Yeah. Right. Well, no. People always used to talk about it. Amongst our culture, we knew what was going on. We would try to share that with our other white friends that we would have, or other Latinos that we would have, or and so on and so on. And they would sometimes believe us, sometimes they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But then now you can't deny shit now. Perfect example. Got maced in school. How many damn stories got turned up the day after? One person said I had a knife. One person said I swung at the cop. One person said I had brass knuckles. That's before social media. That was just a telephone bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So things get twisted.
That was toward the end of school too. So when
Right.
we came back like the next day, we was
Right. So that on that little small scale, look at all these things that are happening now. Now it's gotten to where that nonviolence movement that we used to get told to when we were growing up, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., right? The Black history that they would teach us in February only, they would tell us things like that, nonviolence, turn the other cheek. But now it's gotten to where we got tired of that. Now we have to do something. We have to say something. Because if not, we're literally going to continue to die as we are and be weak and ill-minded. But, everybody, feels a different way. And, at that time, it's no disrespect. I understand the feelings behind it. Sometimes we're battling generations, because I've noticed that amongst our generation and our parents' generation. There's still a divide between us two without even being said because of what they were told. Now, no disrespect to them, but you can't take away from what they were told growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing when it comes to us.
I think it's always gonna kind of be like that though, because like everybody go through different shit.
Well, no, but see, that's where I think in our generation we're gonna make that change, because you still have to understand, for us as a generation to be great, we still have to adapt, and you still have to understand that you have to learn from your younger ones. Because the only way that you can become great is to come together and find that medium where you can teach a younger crowd and still be an older crowd and still learn and still come together and still make that bond and still have an equal respect. Just because I'm older doesn't mean that fucking you automatically gotta give me respect. Fuck that. It's just like anything, you know what I'm saying? If I show that younger man or woman respect, then then we can play. Then we can make some magical shit happen. That's what they don't want. But you can't sit there and as a parent and be like, well, put them out at 18. That's what I was told. It doesn't work like that. Things are not like that no more. Times are different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that from a big picture. You know what I'm saying? As a whole of all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I think niggas is starting to see how like other like cultures is doing it and shit. Because
Right.
all them niggas like
There's
live
a lot
together
of
and
unity.
shit.
There's a lot of togetherness. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes on behind closed doors that most people don't understand.
Yeah.
You sit there and you go to that Asian store and you don't understand that 3 or 4 of these people are living together to get to a specific status or get to that specific point of what they want.
And they all throw the money in the pot. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then they give it to you when it's your turn.
Exactly. And so then all of a sudden, then it's just like, well, where did they come from with all this? No, they've been planning. They've been plotting. You have to live under your means to get to what you want. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, a lot of us are starting to wake up and pay attention to that and be conscious of that. And it's like, oh, wow. But then in the reality of it, we still have a lot of us that are not thinking like that and still thinking with that negative divide mind. And that's where you have to try to understand and try to figure out what fits you, you know what I'm saying, for your situation, Can't play with everybody.
I feel you.
careful. That motherfucker's been aged. Do you know that Hennessy that you're about to drink there, sir, is the Hennessy from Broken Bow?
Oh damn.
Yes. May of last year. A whole half gallon. No, I'm good. I'm good now. I've had me a good amount. Need to stand by on that. So May, purchased that the first week of May. Drank some, lost the fucking top that night, and from that point on, the top on top of it has been plastic and fucking foil on top of the bottle, and you can taste it, right? And motherfucking strong. It's a strong drink.
It barely tastes like hen though. You know what I'm saying? Like it tastes a little.
Yeah, it's nice, just right.
It's a little smoother
I can believe that.
than what hen normally is. You know how that shit had that little bite to it. You be like, fuck.
I don't drink hen. I mean, I drink hen, but I don't really drink hen.
You don't prefer the hen.
No, not at all.
You won't purchase it, but you drink it if somebody has it.
No, I purchase it, but it's got to be that Hennessy privilege.
Okay, look. Right there, you go. I feel you. That's how I feel with the. That's how I feel with like apple schnapps and shit. People be hitting you with the shots of that, and I be like, man.
I never had schnapps.
Nigga, that shit is. You've been at a bar or been in a gathering of a situation where somebody has purchased shots for the people that are there, and you may not know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So then you just take it because you're trying to be polite, and
Happened to me recently.
yeah. Well, do you know what the drink was?
No, I never did find out. But it was so funny story, by the way. I'm out with my friend and I bump into these guys that just flew in from Melbourne, Australia. And so they're Australian. These are all white guys. Like one of them keep calling me gorgeous. He's like, you're a sexy animal, mate. Whoa. And right. Right. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So they was like, man, they was like, we need to find something to do. I was like, man, really, we just be like hanging around because like at that point we was just like waiting, I guess, on a crowd to come in or something like that. I forgot where we was at, but it was like me and two other guys there. So the guy from Australia, he sprayed some cologne on me, by the way, that I've never smelled this good in my life before or after.
But he just randomly sprayed you though.
Yeah, like so he was like.
It was like what was in that movie? Y'all see that movie with Chris Rock? Why did I think I get married or something like that? Mm-hmm. Did you remember that scene where he was walking through the cologne perfume section and the guy with the cologne sprayed him randomly? No.
Yeah, no, it was like he sprayed me and my partner. It was like he was like let's go to the bar. Might see some girls, mate. I know my Australian accent is horrible, but this is really how he was talking. And like he pulled out the cologne and he was like, wait. I was like, what is that? I was like, nah, bro, I got on some cologne. And I did. I had on some Sauvage by Dior. No, I thought I smelled good as shit. Then,
I got that hoe too, bro. That hoe is official, my nigga. Like,
so he sprays it on me, and so it hits me, and it's like.
Did it blend with the one that you already had on, or did it like just cover it up?
Oh yeah, no, it was way more powerful than that. It was like, pow.
Oh shit.
Like,
explosion.
Yeah. So it was some vintage Creed, right? So you can look it up if you want to, but
You say vintage?
Aventis Creed.
Creed?
Aventis Creed.
Vintage? Creed.
No, Aventis.
Aventis. Creed?
Yes.
Bet. I'm gonna have to check that out. I gotta find what fucking YSL cologne I used to get. I forgot.
Aventis. Creed.
I gotta step my cologne game up, man.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely.
Oh boy, I got 3 of them coming out the gate. Fucking 2020, y'all ain't ready, boy. I've been blotting on them hoes, boy.
Man, I used to be at Macy's all the time, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna let you know now.
And I
I'm gonna be
thought
nice.
I
I'm gonna be
smelled
nice
good.
right now. I'm gonna be nice. Happy holidays. I'm gonna let you know this is y'all's gift. Ulta. You need to fucking check out Ulta and check out the fucking colognes in that motherfucker. I went in there with Adrian because we checked some shit out, and I was like, oh, fuck. They got some shit in here I ain't seen before. Oh, fuck. Just saying.
They got dude stuff in there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is it like Ultimate?
No, it's the
store.
makeup place.
It's a makeup store.
They got one in the Highlands in Arlington.
They got one that fucking, well, yeah, over in the Highlands, and they got one in Lincoln Square over there by the stadium.
Who's that? Them.
That's them up there.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, because I've been to Kohl's, I've been to Macy's, Dillard's. I be looking at places, and yeah, straight up. I could be wrong, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm gonna test them out. I always hit Macy's because, like, whenever you go there, like, the woman know. Like, if you say you want to smell like this,
Right.
she'll be like, all right, I got this, this, and this.
Yeah. Yeah.
so we go to the bar,
Oh, shit.
and
All right, Mike.
oh yeah, yeah, I'm a bad
Right,
man.
all right, Mike. Don't go in
I don't-
and
I
it
don't
hits
lose-
you like boom.
I don't lose the
right?
subject like that.
Okay.
So we go to the bar, and we start looking around, checking out the scene, checking out the ladies or whatever, seeing who around, what people wearing and whatnot, And so I'm talking to them, and the guy that always called me gorgeous and stuff, like, not that he's like. gay
I get you.
like
I
that,
get
like-
you. It's the
like,
talk.
yeah,
it's the
it's
talk.
just-
It's the
yeah.
lingo. I
Yeah.
get
Just
you.
how he
It's
was-
it's their
Just
thing.
how he
I
was
get
coming.
Yeah.
It was just that. I mean, he was just one of them people. He was dressed like that. He had his chest all out. He was.
you.
All these ladies are in here, mate.
Character,
Yeah.
right. I get you.
He was
That's
just
his
with
thing.
that.
Shit.
But so he just gave me this drink, man. And I'm drinking it. I don't know. It tastes like, I guess, gin. I don't know what it was that he gave me, but he was like, "Drink this, mate." And I was like, "Okay." And
I hear you.
I don't know why. I was already messed up. Probably that's the only reason I would have done that. But like, I do shit like that. Like, I be meeting people all the time. I know I'd be like probably too friendly or some shit, but like, I meet a lot of people, and I hang out with a lot of people. Sometimes it be like something that become up. A lot of times it be nothing, just like a time that happened. But yeah. But I mean, I got old boy number. Although it's an Australian number, so I ain't finna just be hitting him. I don't know or nothing like that. But I'll probably text him, see what's up out that way, and see if there's anything that I need to go see out there. You know what I mean?
It's funny
Yeah.
that you say that because
Yep.
last week
Yep.
on the podcast you were like, "Fuck Australia.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
going.
was
There's the
all
most
like-
dangerous, the most poisonous, the most dangerous shit. Why am I gonna go there? Why would I da? And then you meet an Australian this week. I'm just saying, the universe trying to tell you something, bro.
Oh no, that wasn't this week. That was other weeks before. And I'm not saying that it's anything that I would go to in Australia. I said fuck Australia because Australia has 98% land mass that's like not covered. It's only like 2% of some shit. So what I'm talking about is world traveling. So once I'm a world traveler, I'll dabble in Australia, which I said.
Dabble.
I'll go to the city. Just not trying to be out there. It ain't. I said, like I said last time, it ain't high on my to-do list. But now I know somebody from there, so if I wanted to make it higher on my to-do list, I would have to find out if it's something I actually do need to go see. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, we had talked about that fucking like that European like train shit.
Feel me?
And I had told you that Robert was in Germany.
Right.
Then like he was in like
Just chill. It's chill.
other places out there. That shit was crazy.
Room temp,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Supposedly eat or drinking cold water is not good for you.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's the only
Something
reason
about
that's
chilling the
happening, that's all I'm
plastic or
saying.
some shit like that.
When
like,
you leave it in the plastic, like heated, it's a problem. And chilled is supposed to be not good for your body. It's supposed to be a problem. I don't know that. I mean, I read the science, but I can't quote the science right now.
So I should start drinking Voss. Got it.
Room temp water is supposed to be best for you.
No, I just drink water out of glass. That way I can keep it chill.
Oh, there you go. Drinking out of glass is also best for you too than drinking out of plastic, preferably.
Voss. It is then.
Voss is off the chain.
So Voss, come holler at me. Let's get that sponsorship. We'll put you up here.
yeah, we'll put your link in the bio every
You know what I
time.
mean?
You know what I'm saying? Had a bottle sitting right here.
Let's do that. ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh no, man, I can't say my little lingo statements right now. It's been a crazy week. Man.
Oh shit, ASAP.
Damn.
When you said that to me, I hit you with the prayer hands, but the first thing I was like, man, same here.
No
I don't know what
pause.
the fuck is going on. I think it's part of the sauce. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Bro.
This week been crazy.
All right, so like
Crazy.
I was driving to work, right? And like I get there at like 10. So I'm pulling up in the parking lot. It's like 9:55. And I look up and I was like, bro, why the fuck is the moon still out, bro? Like it's about to be 10 o'clock. After that, shit went downhill. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
Oh yeah, bro. It's been a crazy week, man. Between the leaks, I'm just trying to figure out who the source.
Steph Curry, my nigga. I was like, bro.
Who is? I mean, who the source, man? Somebody got.
I don't know.
Somebody obviously.
They might be hacking, bro.
Yeah, I would say somebody. They did rate
They
up.
might be Jill Scott and niggas now.
Hey,
so.
bro. Yeah, bro. I think somebody's got the deets, man, on some passwords, or some shit. Cause it's been coming at a pretty steady rate. Like it's been like one a day. And I've been like, I can't even get good on my social media. I've been, confined to watching the news or something or YouTube video. Cause I can't.
Bro, it's like soon as you start scrolling, like why? It's why, bro. And niggas will retweet some shit like you want to see it. Like, nigga, get
But
this.
I can't get on too much. I don't get too much on that because as dudes we be on that thing every day. Wow. So when chicks get their chance to go next, I support it. You know what I mean? They just having a little fun. It can't last forever, right?
So,
Yeah.
But I just can't be a part of it.
Yeah. I mean, that ain't some shit that I would like just live up on my timeline like alley-oop, nigga. Like,
No. I'm not saying that. What's I can't be a part of it.
I mean, it could be a bitch that was like twerking
What
or
you
some
said?
shit. Like, I'm about just to live that hoe up. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. And then I'm done.
Christmas gift. Just saying.
But yeah.
I'm not gonna pay that though. Already know.
Well, like I had got the Secret Santa, and I put cologne on mine. So the dude was like, "Oh, nigga, the person that got me was like, I just got this shit, like," and he was like, "Here you go." And I
Oh,
was like,
that
"Bet."
he hooked you up.
Yeah.
Big time.
I
Big
was like,
time.
damn, nigga, like,
Yeah, because I dealt with that though. Yeah. It's nice.
Oh no, yeah.
It's nice. So
Venture's Creed though. Yeah, when I smelled that, I was like, oh yeah.
right.
gotta get that
I
on
need to
my-
smell that then.
Yeah, I need to get that on my body. I need to be on my body, yeah.
Well, it's official. He hit us up with the happy holidays.
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Niggas
that's
be
a good one.
underestimating the
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that right there.
appeal of smelling right, bro.
I'm just saying.
Niggas just be thinking showers and shit be enough sometimes, and that's cool.
It be
You
nice,
got
but
musty, you
I'm not
got
gonna cap,
deodorant
that
and all
shit
that shit,
expensive.
bro. But
Right,
you know.
but sometimes,
Sometimes, nigga.
right, not all the time, but sometimes that little,
You know, that's a great, you know, a little
It'll
piece.
change the game for you, bro.
You know, that's either everyday wear, depending on who you are,
Yeah.
or that you know, special
right,
event wear,
right,
depending on who you are.
right.
Either way, you know, your lady gonna appreciate it. You know?
But let's do it within reason. All
Man.
right, all my bros out there, please do it within reason because I've been to the quick trips and the racetracks and seen brothers in between and
Niggas
you know
feel
just
they
like
got
bro,
done shaving, bro.
why
what
is
the
this
fuck
bitch
is
fucking
this?
like you got the whole store smelling
Like
whole
brute.
like hard.
Like, bro, is that brute, my
Hard.
nigga? Like, nah, dog. That's,
God damn, man.
I got some colognes that permeate. You know, I got a few that are you know.
How
good.
many sprays you talking though?
yeah.
You know,
How many sprays you talking?
me, I'm a 5 sprayer.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga. A 5 sprayer? I'm a
Listen.
2 sprayer.
I give you 5. I'm cool with that.
Listen.
I'm cool with that. I can rock
Listen.
with
That's
five,
it.
bro.
To quote Family Guy, when Stewie died and they had the replacement dog in there. You know what I mean?
Piece of the replacement dog.
My guy said, you know, I walked in the mall. He told the cologne specialist. He said, "I'm the type of guy. I want something that a broad can smell on the fire escape when I walk down the sidewalk." And that's what I want.
Alright.
I want to be so goddamn far away.
Okay.
And
You want her to smell you from afar?
I want to have an actual Dragon Ball Z type of aura.
Okay.
It just smell good.
Okay. Okay.
Like Goku.
Okay.
Power up. And it just smell good. At different levels. Most intensely when he get to me.
Yeah. Like it's mating season or something, my nigga.
Yeah, you know. That's one.
I feel you. Everybody got their own thing, you know what I'm saying?
But more conservatively, I squirt 3. I'm just saying, I'm a 5 sprayer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a 3 to 4. You
I
know
was about to
I'm
say,
saying?
what do you?
3 to 4.
3 to 4?
Yeah.
Like if I'm in a building, I'm gonna squirt probably 2 to 3. But if I'm like in the car where I get a chance to walk, like somewhere where the wind gonna be able to hit me for a little bit, knock a little bit of it out, I'm a 5 sprayer. I'm gonna pop, 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 pop. That's a 5 sprayer. You see what I'm saying?
Depending
That
on
way, with a hug, you know what I mean? If you gotta get a hug, or if you gotta like shake a hand or something like that, and it permeate, you know. Or
See, my logic behind it is,
so,
and no disrespecting any of y'all's at all.
Smell me, you know what I mean?
But my logic is 2 sprayer. Fucking hit that hoe, boom, from neck to fucking waistline down. Now, the reason why I hit it with the 2 spray is I don't like a whole lot of people close to me. So, if you get close to me to where you can smell me, it's going to last. It's going to linger. Meaning that you done, oh shit, this motherfucker smell like that? Yeah. I'm not going to walk by. You ain't going to know until you get close to me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
A little uniqueness when it comes to that. Oh shit, when I get close to this motherfucker, he smell like that? Yeah, you know it.
Mine is more like
Hey, I'm coming. To me,
top 10.
you like speakers.
Yeah.
I got
You
no,
loud, but I hear you
Before
coming.
you turn the corner,
right,
like,
right.
no.
I know you coming.
It's more like one
And
of
when
my
you
top
hear-
10 fears is I don't want to be musty, right? And I ain't gonna be classified as musty.
I feel you
like-
on that one. I think
I ain't gonna be
most
musty.
people always have
we
that
know it's not
rooted.
him.
Right.
You know it's not me. You feel me? I ain't gonna be never classified as the musty guy.
I feel
You
you on
understand?
that one.
So that's my whole thing.
But you ain't gotta take it over
So-
the top though.
Hey, you can say that, but what you can't ever say,
That you ain't musty. I feel you. I feel you.
What bad? My logic is flawless, people. Is all I'm saying. You cannot refute me. You can say whatever you want, but you cannot deny the reasoning behind mine. Yo, so you won't ever think I'm musty. Never under your life. I got the extra deodorant on, and I'ma smell immaculate. In a way, you thought I was musty. That's all. It ain't got
So
nothing
be
to
it.
do with advertising.
So be it.
None of that. It's just, you know, you can't. It's like, oh, like, you know, I build a reputation. Like,
Yeah.
nah, it's not him.
It
We
smelled
know
like
it's not-
onions, and I
it
walked
could-
past, and it
like,
wasn't him.
if it-
so
even if
right,
I
that
was-
nigga over there.
Even if I was stone cold musty, forgot to put on deodorant at this point, eating a bratwurst hot dog with onions, extra sauerkraut, they would say, nah, it ain't him.
Niggas said extra sauerkraut. That shit good as fuck too.
They'll say, nah, it ain't him. This gotta be
I
somebody
dig
else.
that. Okay, well then,
It
with
ain't
that
him.
being said, then it got to be a reasonable cologne that is just not just, I guess, like too sweet. I guess you want to say. That's just my personal nostril opinion. That should sometimes be just kind of stuck in the nostril,
Yeah.
like nigga.
I kind of like my shit in the middle. I don't like the extra strong shit or the
Right,
extra
just
sweet.
kind of.
I like my cologne Armenian level.
Not familiar. Educate me again.
You ever been like around some rich Armenian people? They always smell like nice, real nice. Like, you know, when you're in a section with them or something, they gonna smell nice. They gonna put you up on the smell good every time. They gonna always have.
Is it? Never mind.
And another person I always check with chicks. Like, that's a lady. They know the colognes. Like, they be putting you up on.
That's why I be hitting Macy's, my nigga, because it always be a lady there, and they always know.
A lady will tell you what to get.
But you also got to keep in
real, for
mind
real.
your body chemistry play a big factor too.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what
And
I'm
they'll
saying?
tell you what to get though. Like,
Right.
I got this homegirl from college. She told me about this cologne. It's called Baccarat 540.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And it's a unisex cologne. So like women wear it and men
So
wear it.
they might
It's
switch
blended.
up when you spray it on you.
Yeah.
It sprayed on you, it smell different. Sprayed on me, it smell different.
Right.
Sprayed on you, it smell different.
Right.
Okay.
So-
That's definitely changing the game right there because you giving off your natural essence,
So
your natural endorphins.
Right.
Ooh, okay. I feel you on that one.
So, and
I'm gonna have
that's
to check that
like
out.
I say, so it's just chicks. It's like as a woman. And like I say, you ain't gotta like be flirting with her. Nothing. Just ask her a question.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ask her like she's a woman.
Right.
Like, hey,
Yeah, that's why when he said Ota, I was like, all right, they got men shit in that.
Right.
yeah.
All right. It's not crazy big, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying they have a section in there because I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, okay. I wouldn't, you know.
That was like Route 21, like when Antoinette went in there one day,
Right.
I was like, they got dude shit in here?
Right.
Like,
You'd be like, oh shit, they got some shit in
They
there.
always had dude shit.
but I never
Right.
been into a
Right.
Route 21 because
Right.
I always thought it was like a fucking Forever 21, nigga. Like,
Right.
No, I've always been in Route 21. When I was but I'm from. That was like one of the only stores there, so it wasn't like. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that optional. It was more like.
yeah.
Oh, Route 21, get you some jeans from Route 21, or get you some shirts or something. You know, I keep it.
You'd be surprised where they have men's selection sometimes when it comes to clothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact that if a dude's going with his female or with his lady to the store, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, let's throw some men wear in here. Not a big selection, but just enough to where he can be like, okay, well, I might get some shit while I'm in here too. You know what I'm saying?
Let me grab a pair of jeans real quick.
Right,
or some
right.
shit.
Oh, shit, they got them on clearance? Okay, I'm going to check them shits out because that's the first spot I'm at. Clearance. Let's see what's going down. Oh, we got the two for 10. Oh,
No, I'm definitely about the bargain. You know, no matter how much money I get, I'm gonna always find a bargain. You know,
straight up.
but I mean,
Right.
the thing about
How
it
you
is,
supposed
I
to
be watching
maintain?
people like I was saying, like I showed y'all that video with producer Michael and stuff. Most of the time, that's what they do. They like the richest people, they just get a bargain.
Yep.
Like they'll buy 15 watches. Like I seen one where, and this was negotiated right there on the video, where he had a 50% discount that he negotiated on the watches because he's gonna buy 15. But he bought them at 50% off. What they go for?
Right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Right. They're still making their money back and
like,
more.
Like if he
From a business point of view.
Yeah, you see
they
what
still
I'm
they still making their money back
Want to keep those watches
and more.
He could sell them for 60% and still make a profit.
Yep.
On watches that he don't want that he thought he did.
Bro, I was at Dollar General one time. Fucking dude in front of us is sitting there. You gave me the wrong change, blah, blah, blah. He got on, like, a fucking, like, biking, like, outfit, like Lance Armstrong or something. So I'm thinking he fits to go outside and hop on a bike. This nigga mad. I want my dollar. Give me my dollar. You know what I'm saying? Holding the line, nigga. Like, nobody is ever in Dollar General. And it's a line in this bitch because this nigga is arguing about this dollar. He finally get the manager to come out. He get his dollar. Walk outside. This nigga hop in a Porsche and burn smooth off.
Yep.
I'm like, bro. What?
Yeah.
Like,
It ain't how you think. Like they don't. Well, one thing about it is, rich people value money more than I think poor people value money.
yeah.
And that's ironic. I mean, in the sense of what I mean, how you think it would be, but on the whole, rich people like people think like they spend frivolous money. Don't get me wrong, but most of the time, something that is frivolous is also appreciative at the level they do it. So like when they buy a Rembrandt Bugatti, that is a limited edition Bugatti. That Bugatti will appreciate as long as they don't tear it up. They're gonna make money on that Bugatti, even though it was a $2 million purchase or $3 million purchase. They're gonna make money on it. Most of the time with their real estate, they're gonna make money on it.
Yeah.
Most of the time with you see what I'm saying? Unless it's a big crisis or something that happens, they're gonna make money on that property. And because of that, they're gonna always be getting more money. Like when they get those paintings that they buying for $2 million, that's gonna be worth $110 million. And you see what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like they get 98% profit on this shit. Like,
Yep.
like
That shit crazy.
and this shit happens all the time. Like,
Yep.
So it ain't even like it's a fluke. It's like the way of life. Like for shit you be thinking is just frivolous, it don't lose value. Like a slab of marble or just still marble. Like it's
Yep.
marble.
Like, nigga, this gold, bitch. Like,
Like
Right.
it's gold.
Right.
Like it
Raw
don't-
material.
Right.
Right.
Like it's gold.
Right.
Like a 24 karat gold toilet is a 24 karat gold toilet.
Right.
It's gold.
Right.
Value of gold gonna go up. Value of gold gonna go down. There will be a value though.
Yep.
Yep.
Niggas be going out and I got the platinum. Like, yeah, that's gonna be whatever they say it is, nigga.
Exactly. Exactly.
But even with that, the problem be that they bust everything down and all these aftermarket dials, and a lot of these clowns out here I'm starting to see just becoming more educated in like the world and like clarities and stuff like that on diamonds and stuff, and values just, a lot of these watches and stuff, they either messing them up because these are rare watches, so
You customizing it, fucking it up.
right, and
You're
can
taking away
have
from the value.
when
Yep.
they're in a booming market, and this same Patek that you got, that you bust down and made yours, that was a $58,000 Patek worth $110,000. Yours is now only worth $60,000, and the $58,000 one and the plain Jane model is worth $75,000 now. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just bad money. That's the only problem that they be having, but they definitely should buy expensive things because that should be appreciated. I mean, that's the world we in. Like, they got Rolexes that done made 50% appreciation value on what the retail price was and more. Like, there's like still circulating. I mean, they got one Rolex that sold for like 11 million. It was a Daytona 101 that they made in like the 70s. I mean, they made one of them bitches. It's a verified Rolex.
Damn.
The Rolex made, but it's a 101, and that bitch is just sold in like a private auction for 11 million.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get
niggas
there.
will learn one day.
I think I'm gonna sign off with something like, "Thank God for grind."
We are gods.
Championship shit.
Phone me up there, sir, just a little bit. Just
We
a
do like a little
splash.
toast at the end, I guess.
Right. Every
At
time.
the beginning and the end.
Right. That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's a good one. I like that.
I fuck with it.
Oh, yes. Shot and a half, everybody. You know, we'll work with it. You on it?
Too much?
No. Ain't never too much for the sign in, sign out.